And so I want to be transparent with you guys and tell you something that I experienced last year in August. I'm very weary and waiting for, someone who I feel like I could build my life with. I was just kind of starting to feel like maybe this isn't going to happen for me. Like, I don't know. Or maybe it's just going to look very different than what I thought. And what I thought was a very biblical outline of what a man who loves God should look like. So I started to get weary in that and just kind of I don't know, I think I might just have to settle. And of course, the enemy sends a counterfeit into my life. Someone who fit enough things to make me be like, okay, not bad, but that spiritual piece was completely missing. I was weary and I started to make some decisions that put me in a compromising situation. One particular time that I was in this compromising situation, and I knew that if it continued, that some things would happen that I would deeply regret. As I was in that situation, what was so crazy and what ultimately got me out of that was I thought of you, thought of myself here. And I said, I can't continue with this because I cannot be a hypocrite. My witness will be damaged. I'll not be able to stand on this stage and tell you to do stuff that I'm not doing myself. And that's ultimately what pushed me out of that situation into my car, was tears streaming down my face. On the one end, I had my flesh screaming, what is the point of this? Why are you even doing this to yourself? Turn around, it's not even that deep. What are you waiting for? What you're waiting for doesn't even exist. But then on the other end, I had my spirit screaming at me, and it was louder than my flesh. And it said, you've got to get out of this situation because you will never be able to stand in front of people and preach the unadulterated word of God the way that I have called you to preach it. Your witness will be damaged. And even more than purpose, even more than this, what about your relationship with God? What about your status as a daughter of God? You have done so much work to take steps forward, to move deeper into God, to live a disciplined life. And you cannot throw that away for a moment. So I'm here to tell you that ultimately what got me out of that situation was knowing who I'm called to be.